Well, morning everyone. It's just about, in fact, it's just gone 8 o'clock by my little clock there, so we're bang on time. Joined again by people on Zoom and on Facebook Live, which is great. Let's get this underway on this beautiful, beautiful day. Had a lovely walk into my office today, just really enjoying the sunshine and there's ever so slight gentle warm breeze, and it was just lovely. The world waking up as I walked to the office at just after 7 this morning. But let's start with a simple breath meditation. So let's think about our posture once more. We want that nice straight back. So we're imagining there's a cord running from the base of our spine right through the top of our head, just pulling us gently. Our hands are resting wherever's comfortable, and just let your gaze drop to about an angle of 45 degrees. And in a moment, as we've done before, but we've got a few new people watching, I think, you're going to take a deep breath in. And when you take that deep breath in, I want you to notice where you feel that breath the most. Then you'll bring your attention to that spot as you breathe in and breathe out. So take that deep breath in now, pausing at the top of that breath, and then exhale through your mouth. And allow your breathing to settle to its normal rate and flow. You're not trying to control your breathing in any way. You're just bringing your gentle awareness and your gentle attention to that breath. As you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Each breath is unique. Each breath is different. Sometimes they can be strong and long. Other times it will be weak and short. As often happens, you might notice your mind wandering. Sometimes thoughts trickle in like a little mountain stream. Other times those thoughts come as a torrent after a heavy storm. Sometimes we want to follow those thoughts, pursue them. But just let them go and bring your focus back to your breath, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. You might notice sensations around your body. The temperature of your skin, the warmth on your face. Might distract you from your breath. Once again, that's okay. Notice these things without judgment and bring your focus back to your breath once more. Breathing in and breathing out. With each breath, you dwell in the present moment, and you know that it is a beautiful moment. Just stay with your breath for a few moments longer. Now take that deep breath in, pausing at the top of that breath, and then release. And gently open your eyes, bringing your awareness back into the room, and give a gentle smile, in part to me, but also in part to yourself. Allow that gentle smile and the warmth of that smile just to flow through you. Feel really here, feel really present in this moment now. It's a lovely little grounding exercise just to do, just to bring yourself into the present moment, and it lasts a mere 5 minutes there. I had a conversation with someone online recently, and that they'd been unsuccessful in going for a job, and one of the things that they wanted out of that job was to be able to make a difference. And I'm thinking about the differences that we make and the differences that we make within our lives that perhaps we don't recognise or notice that we do have an impact on other people. And I was reminded, after talking to my friend about this, I was reminded of a story called The Starfish Story. Now, on previous weeks I've done a little poem, but this is from The Star Thrower by Lauren Easley. And the story goes, it's a slight adaptation of it, but once upon a time there was a wise man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach before he began his work. One day, as he was walking along the shore, he looked down the beach and saw a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself and thought of someone who would dance to the day. And so he walked faster to catch up. And as he got closer, he noticed that the figure was that of a young man, and that what he was doing was not dancing at all. The young man was reaching down to the shore, picking up small objects and throwing them into the ocean. He came closer still and called out, "Good morning. May I ask what you're doing?" The young man paused and looked up and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean." "I must ask then, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?" asked the somewhat startled wise man. To this the young man replied, "The sun is up and the tide is going out. If I don't throw them in, they'll die." Upon hearing this, the wise man commented, "But young man, do you not realise that there are miles and miles of beach, and there are starfish along every mile? You can't possibly make a difference." At this, the young man bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it into the ocean. And as it met the water, he said, "It made a difference to that one." His response surprised the man. He was upset and he didn't know how to reply. So instead he turned away and walked back to the cottage to begin his writing. All day long as he wrote, the image of the young man haunted him. He tried to ignore it, but the vision persisted. Finally, late in the afternoon, he realised that he, the scientist, he, the poet, had missed out on the essential nature of the young man's actions. Because he realised that what the young man was doing was choosing not to be an observer in the universe and make a difference. He was embarrassed. That night he went to bed troubled, and when the morning came he woke knowing that he had something to do. So he got up, put on his clothes, went to the beach and found the young man, and with him he spent the rest of the morning throwing starfish into the ocean. I think that's a lovely story. We often use that when we're doing training, when we're talking about sort of suicide awareness and suicide alertness training, because it's such a powerful story. We look at the world, we look at the troubles that are in the world, and we think, what can we do? Maybe we can do one thing, and maybe we can do one thing at a time to save one person, to support one person, to rather than be an observer, to be active in what we do. Okay, thank you for listening to that. Thank you for staying with that. Got another little meditation to do, something slightly different, and this relies on you kind of just having a glance around wherever you are and picking an object. I've prepared an object and I've got a little shell. And what I'd like you to do is, if you can pick an object up, and it can be a pen, it could be a piece of paper, it could be a little stone, it could be something around you, or it could be an object in the distance, but something that you can see fairly clearly. And what I'd like you to do now is bring your attention and your awareness onto that object. Really begin to look at that object. If it's something that you can hold in your hand, notice the weight, notice the size. Notice how it fills your hand, your palm. If you're looking at something in the distance, again, look at its size. Look at the colours, its shape. Allow your mind to consider the way that light and shade play on the object. If you can, touch the object and feel the texture of the object. Noticing its smoothness, its roughness. How thick or thin it is. Allow your vision to zoom in on that object. Noticing the colours, the feel, the temperature. Your whole awareness on the object. Perhaps it's an object that you've been familiar with. And perhaps now, as you bring your awareness to it, you're noticing something slightly different. Just stay with that object for a few moments longer. Again, notice what's going on within your thoughts and the feelings that you're having. Notice any judgments that you're making, either about the activity or about the object itself. Any sense of rightness or wrongness about it. And without chastising yourself in any way for these thoughts or these feelings that you're having, just bring your awareness back to the object and allow your focus to rest gently on it. Just be with that object, just for a few moments longer. And now allow yourself to take a deep breath in, pausing at the top of that breath, and then release. Give the object a gentle smile, and then put it down. And allow your attention to come back to the screen. Okay, lovely. Just paying attention, noticing objects, noticing the things that are around us. We're very much, and we've talked about this in previous sessions, we're very much on automatic pilot. We're very much on kind of doing mode. And this is about bringing us back into being mode. So let's just think about our posture again, and let's do a little mantra meditation. I'm just noticing in myself, and I wonder how distracted I'm going to be. I've just noticed a wasp in my room, so let's see how we go with that. I shall let it go about its business, and I'm sure it'll let me go about my business. So let's have that nice, dignified posture once more. And just notice your breathing. If you're breathing in and breathing out. Become aware of any sounds that are occurring within your body, within the room or the place where you're watching this, and beyond. Once again, without judgment, just become aware of those sounds. And your gentle breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Now gently scan your body. You could start from your feet, your toes. With each breath, or with each couple of breaths, allow your focus to settle on each part of your body. Your feet, your toes, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your bottom, your lower back, your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearm, your hands, your neck, your jaw, your eyes, your scalp, just gently scan your body, noticing any signs of tension, any tightness. And with each out breath, allow that tension to go. And with each in-breath, imagine that nourishing air, that nourishing oxygen flowing through your body. Nourishing, supporting and feeding your cells. Every cell in your body benefiting from that nourishing oxygen. If you notice any areas of discomfort, once again, without judgment, just notice. And send a breath directly to that area. And as you breathe out, allow that discomfort to flow out as well. If that discomfort is still there, just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it without judgment. We often suffer because of our suffering. The thoughts that we overlay on top of what we're experiencing. And focusing just on our breath once more. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a deep breath in once more. And as you breathe out, just gently smile. And open your eyes. Bring your awareness back into the room. Lovely. Oh, I sometimes find when I'm doing these things, I kind of get lost in that moment as well. And it's really nice for me. I forget that I'm kind of on and sort of doing a session, which is really nice. Okay, let's do another little mantra meditation. And I think it's a beautiful sunny day. And the mantra meditation, some of you have done this before, we're just going to sort of say 2 words. And this is kind of a phrase that I'm going to use today. And it's just slow down. And so on the in-breath, we're going to say the word slow. And on the out-breath, we're going to say the word down. We're doing that within our mind. Okay, well, we're not trying to control our breath, remember. We're just noticing when we're breathing and we're coupling those words with the breath. So let's do that. I'll take that nice deep breath in. I'm pausing at the top of that breath and then release. And I'm just letting my breath settle to its normal rate and flow. I'm not controlling it in any way. And now in your mind, as you breathe in, say the word slow. And as you breathe out, the word down. Slow down. Pay gentle attention to your breath. You might notice as that mantra plays over that your breathing is slowing down slightly. That the breath you're taking is longer. You might begin to sense experiencing that breath in different parts of your body. Perhaps your awareness has moved from your nostrils to your chest or your abdomen. Breathing in and breathing out. Slow down. You might feel the meaning of those words gently coursing through your body and your mind. You might notice sensations in your fingers and your feet. Again, try not to control your breathing in any way. Just gently attach the words as you breathe in and as you breathe out. As you breathe in and breathe out. And if thoughts come into your mind, allow your focus to go back to that mantra, those 2 words, slow down. The aim isn't to stop us thinking. We're not able to do that. Our minds will always have thoughts rattling through them. But perhaps this can remind us just to pause a moment, to connect with ourselves, to notice, allowing ourselves to be rather than always doing. So we can be humans being rather than humans doing. And gently take a deep breath in once more. Pause at the top of that breath and release. And a gentle smile. Thank you for doing these meditations and sharing this time with me. We've just got a couple of minutes left before we close at 8:30. If I could ask you to, if you don't already like our Facebook page, please do. It's Golden Tree CIC. We're also on Instagram and Twitter at Golden Tree CIC as well. So please connect with us on that. If you've got any comments or you want to make any comments about the meditations or anything else that we do, that would be much appreciated as well. That would be gratefully received. And I'm just wondering about just noticing a little bit more. And actually, I think we'll end with something slightly different. Something, we've got a lot of slowing down there, which has been lovely, but I want to inject a little bit of joy here. And this is a kind of mindful activity. This is something that we kind of do. And this is just about doing a little gentle chuckle to ourselves, a little bit of laughter. And it's laughter to ourselves, a gentle sort of laughter to ourselves. So I'll just invite you now to allow yourself to smile and then let out a little chuckle. Just allow yourself gently to laugh with yourself, bringing yourself into this moment, being present, regardless of what else is going on in your life. That little laugh. Notice your breath and what it does to you. It brings you right into this moment. The way it moves your chest, your abdomen, the way the muscles on your face stretch, bringing your awareness to the here and now. It's a lovely way to start the day. Some meditation and some laughter. Getting us ready to move on with our day. Okay, folks. It's just at about 8:30 now. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for trying that little bit of laughter at the end of the session there. Really enjoyed it, and I shall see you again same time next week. So thank you all very much for joining me. Take care. Bye.